I gotta tell you, in terms of strategy, Matthew has hit 2 bullseyes. He has put Veronica into extreme pressure, and I've never seen Mary this stressed out.
Where's that nutmeg?
She is definitely struggling right now.
Woo! Sorry, medic.
I seldom see her injure herself.
The stakes are insanely high. I've never had this much pressure, but the voice in my head is just saying, make sure that these flavors are perfect.
Hi there, Jeremy.
Hi, Chef.
How are your 2 dishes going?
Going pretty good so far. I pretty much got my dessert done.
If I were you, I would be thinking about how I could be very creative to present that, but in a really modern,
I know, Chef.
out-of-the-box
I know I've been
thinking.
struggling with plating, so that's been what's been going through my head the whole time I've been cooking.
As it stands right now, it just looks like brown starch.
I know, Chef. I'm kind of nervous.
Okay, pull the rabbit out of the hat. Good luck with it, Jeremy.
Thank you. I'm kind of thinking that I may have made a mistake right now because there's really no way to make my dessert look pretty.
I'm working on getting everything done for my coconut tart.
You have 10 more minutes left.
I look up at the clock and realize right away that my pastry cream has been in the blast freezer for a good 35 to 40 minutes.
Shoot.
My pastry cream is almost completely frozen.
Aprile, how are you?
Oh, I'm a little frantic. I left my pastry cream in for too long. I've got more of a semi-Fredo right now.
You are feeling the heat, aren't you?
I sure am.
I've got a feeling about you that you might pull this out.
You know what, I got to. I just never give up. And I've made a mistake here, but I'm not gonna beat myself up about it. These are beautiful flavors. My texture might not be there yet, but I'm gonna do this. I got this.
Well, that's what we all love about you. You always surprise us. Make sure you surprise yourself.
Thank you, Chef.
I spent so much time on that dessert. I wish I had more time to plate my beef tataki. That doesn't look like a good plate.
I'm pretty worried. I don't love the way my dessert looks.
It's turning into a puddle on the plate, and it's not gonna look pretty at all.
It's now time to taste your dishes.
Aprile,
This is not good enough. I'm full of regrets.
My savory dish is a rum-marinated pork taco with a tropical salsa, finished with a flambéed and rum grilled pineapple slice. And my sweet dish is a pina colada semi-Fredo with a coconut crumble and a rum sauce.
What do you think went wrong with this dessert here?
I had to come up with another plan and think really quick and think like a chef. It was just tough.
Let's give this a taste. You know what, Aprile? It tastes like a really great tropical ice cream. Great, big, punchy flavors. The rum, the coconut, the pineapple, that's all coming through. The only problem is that you can't serve a dish like this the way it looks. Don't forget, there's other cooks behind you that may have dishes that look nicer than yours, but the taste may not be there.
pretty decent salsa. Pineapple, beautifully grilled. It just lacks that next step of refinement, layers of flavor.
Mary, please bring up your 2 dishes.
So for my savory, I did a Bloody Mary puttanesca. For the sweet, I did a tomato and plum tart with a spicy creme anglaise.
Let's cut to the chase. Matthew assigned you the Bloody Mary for one reason.
He wants me to go home.
He wants you out of here fast. This is the Mary we've come to know and respect. This puttanesca, on the other hand, looks like someone's getting lazy. It's delicious.
Thank you.
Absolutely delicious. Those flavors just shine. The tomato, the spice. I taste a bit of that vodka. It ain't pretty, but the taste is there.
Thank you.
Matthew is really mean. Giving Mary the Bloody Mary.
I know. It's a tricky drink to work with. Hot peppers and tomatoes don't really make sense in dessert, so.
Wow, wow, wow. The tomato, you got the taste just right, and a bit of the spiciness. The plum, the sweetness to counteract that. The crumble, crispy, dark, sweet, perfect. And of course, a little heat on the custard. This has got to be one of the most innovative and delicious desserts I've tasted for quite a while.
Thank you. Matthew expected me to fail, and I did not fail.
Veronica, please bring up your dishes.
I know I worked hard, but it doesn't matter. None of that matters. It all comes down to the plate.
It is a beef tataki with a bourbon ponzu sauce and a zucchini noodle with a mint sauce. And a mint tea chawamushi with a bourbon and sugar syrup.
Let's see how it all comes together. It is fresh. The ponzu is there. The bourbon is lacking, in my opinion. The mint has a subtlety to it, but the presentation sadly weighs it down. Japanese cuisine has a clean, zen-like approach to it.
I can think of 10 ways I could have plated this one better.
Shame you didn't pick one of those 10 ways today.
You can taste the bourbon and the syrup, of course. Mint, cream, not your best.
Yeah.
I think I would have made it stronger. I would have added a bit more sugar to this. But let me ask you, do you think this is good enough to take you to the top 4?
Absolutely.
I wish I was as confident as you.
Maybe I need to rethink how I put a plate together and how all the flavors and textures work together.
Jeremy, please bring your dishes up to the podium.
This dish is a coffee and togarashi beef with a steak au poivre sauce made with the whiskey and cream. And this dish is a coffee chocolate rice pudding with whiskey candied bacon.
I have to say, it doesn't look that appetizing on the plate.
Yeah.
Surprisingly delicious.
Thank you, chef.
I'm getting that sweet brown sugar. The coffee is working nicely with the chocolate, and it works really, really well with this rice. Had you plated it a little bit more elevated, it would have added so much more to the pleasure of enjoyment.
Okay.
But a bullseye on the use of those 3 key ingredients. Nicely done.
So let's try the beef with coffee sauce. It's delicious, absolutely delicious. Use the coffee to season the beef, right?
Yes. Dry rub with the togarashi and a lot of salt to counteract the bitterness of the coffee.
That was really smart. I'm glad you did that. You know, Jeremy, this dish here, in terms of the presentation, is the best looking main course I've seen in this challenge. Tonight, we asked you to make 2 MasterChef quality dishes inspired by the classic cocktail that Matthew assigned to you.
He wanted everyone to struggle, but in some cases, he missed the mark.
Jeremy and Mary, congratulations to both of you. You blew us away with your Bloody Mary tomato and plum tart. And Jeremy, your Irish coffee-inspired steak.
Thank you.
Good job, Mary.
Oh my gosh, they love my dessert.
I feel like everybody that's still here cooking is gonna be like, maybe I misjudged him.
Veronica and April Lee, please come to the front.
Sucks. It's a pretty sinking feeling. I'm not ready to go home. I'm too close.
both had to rethink your desserts, and you both showed tremendous tenacity and drive. But neither of you presented dishes that were worthy of the top 4. And after taking into account everything on your plate, we have no choice but to send home Aprile.
I'm so sorry.